In this video, I will go over the best Rust settings for both PvP and FPS that I have been using in 2024. Now keep in mind guys that these are my settings of what I find best, and there are also so many other ones as well. I will leave all the commands in the description and timestamps too, and to get the most out of this video, I would recommend watching the whole thing as I've separated the settings into PvP and FPS categories. However, a lot of them do both. I know I haven't uploaded in a long time guys, however I'm back now and ready to make some more videos for you all. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you find it useful. Alright, so moving on to the PvP settings of the video, I will cover even the most basic of settings. I know a lot of you guys are going to know these ones, but I will include them anyways. So the first one is hover loop. So you just want to click exit, then options, go to controls, and then yeah, just scroll down and you'll see it right here. So normally hover loop is the key H, but yeah, choose it to whatever one you want. I've got it on Q, which is the autocrouch one, but that's how I like it, as it's closer and easier for my fingers. But all it does is it pretty much allows you to pick up or place loot very quickly. So normally you have to right click, as you can see it's super slow, but with hover loop I'm holding down the key, so mine's Q, and you just drag your mouse across and it's like almost instant. And it's also really good because you pick up stuff very quick, as you can see, and then you can also wear it as well very quick. So if I hold down Q again, as you can see, I wear it very quick, and you can also like put it down in your hotbar very quickly just by holding the button. So the next one guys is just to show your ping and FPS. So you can either choose perf 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's pretty much just shows more information the higher number you go. So just hit F1 and then you can type in perf 1. As you can see, it's just the FPS. Perf 5, you know, has a bit more, and yeah, you could choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, perf 3, you know, it's a little bit less information, and yeah, it's up to you. And to reset it, just type in perf 0. So guys, the next one I got is autocrouch. So normally there'll be a lot of situations where you have to jump up this sort of foundation or a step, and you got to time your spacebar and control correctly. So there'll be a lot of times where you keep stuffing it up like that. So you pretty much just hit F1 and put this command in, input.autocrouch space true. And like I said before, I'll leave this all in the description, so just copy and paste, just hit enter, and you will never have to you know, do the spacebar crouch again. You literally just click spacebar, and as you can see, it automatically does the crouching for me. So it's very useful in raid defenses, things like that. And to turn it off, just put the exact same one, but instead of true, just put false, and yeah, it will turn it off. So the next few commands are not really PvP settings, but they're more sort of quality of life, and they're really good. So just hit F1 and just type this one in again. Find X forward ... with the sprint. So this pretty much will just allow you to automatically run. So you just hit X and you'll automatically sprint. You don't need to hold down any keys, and to stop, just hit W. And yeah, you pretty much can just put this one in, and you could change that X to whatever key you want. Super useful, and it also works for swimming as well. So I just go in the water. As you can see, I just hit X now, and I automatically swim. I just use my mouse to control, as you can see. And yeah, you don't have to hold down any keys, and they're just really good quality of life. Another good quality of life is automatically hitting something. So just type this one in. And yeah, you can change the X key to whatever you want. And like I said, it's always in the description below, so just copy and paste from there. So this pretty much just allows you to automatically attack something. So it's really good for soft siding a wall. You know, you don't have to hold down your left click. See, I just hit X and it'll just keep hitting it for me. So yeah, and to stop, as always, you know, you just want to hit left click and it will just stop it. So the next setting just pretty much allows your head to snap back in place. So when you hold down the Alt key, as you can see, I move my mouse around, and then when I let go of Alt, as you can see, it's kind of a bit slow. So when you're running, you know, around in you know, you're outside in PvP, you hold down Alt, you know, you're looking around, and if you let go, as you can see, it's kind of slow. So just type in this command here and hit enter, and it pretty much just allows your head to snap really fast back in place. As you can see, it's super quick. You know, if you want to look around, and then it just snaps back so much faster. To turn it off, instead of false, just write true and hit enter, and it'll just put it back to normal, as you can see. So the next one guys is the zoom bind. So just hit F1 and type this in, and this pretty much binds your C to zoom you in. Now you can change to whatever key you want, as I always mention. Just hit enter, and with this zoom you do have to hold it in the whole time. So you pretty much just hold in C, and as you can see, it just allows you to see enemies a lot better. Maybe if you're going for that long shot, you know, you just hold down C and it just goes right in. So another one, what happens is that when you look down your iron sights and you hold down C, as you can see, your gun kind of bugs out. So the way you fix that is you just type in this command here, and what that does is it actually moves your gun out more further, and you can actually sort of see more in your vicinity. You know, it gives you sort of a more area view. And when you zoom in and hold down that C key, as you can see, it doesn't glitch out like before. So to turn it off, you just put that in again and write true. But as you can see, when I zoom in, it kind of does that shit. So obviously you just want to leave it and just turn it off to how it was. The next one is the crosshair, guys, and this was an old video, so I did have to mute the sound as I was talking in it. But as you can see from the example video, it's super overpowered. You pretty much, you know where your iron sights are going to be before you even zoom down. You just put the dot on someone and then you just shoot. It gives you a massive advantage over everyone else, and it's really good for crossbows and in the night time too. So how you get the crosshair one is you pretty much just go to your Steam store and then just type in crosshair. And it's this one here called Crosshair X. It costs $10 AU, and then you pretty much just buy it and download it. Once you download it and have bought it, just open it up, click launch. Once it launches, there's pretty much a fair bit you could do. This is my favorite one saved here. You can go to the community. As you can see, you can literally select whatever one you want. I like just the dot. And then yeah, you can literally change the position. You can even design your own one. And then pretty much once you've selected the one you want and everything, you just want to come to display modes and you just want to follow these steps carefully. I cannot show you this as it's really using the game bar, and yeah, OBS doesn't record it. But yeah, just follow these steps and you'll be alright. So for the last PvP settings, guys, just right click your desktop and go to the Nvidia control panel, and then just come down here to adjust desktop color setting, and you just want to turn up the digital vibrance. So what that does is your game's sort of more like, it kind of looks more sort of black and white, but as you turn up the digital vibrance, it makes everything more, I'd say the colors more like lush. It just pretty much allows you to see people a bit easier. You know, the colors more popping out and it stands out to you. You could just see everything a lot clearer. I would recommend, I'd say anywhere from 55 to about 70, but give this one a try, guys. You have to try it. So as you can see, guys, this is pretty much what it looks like without adding on any digital vibrance. Kind of, it's still, you know, there's still color, but it's a little bit more dull than what it should be, I reckon anyways. But yeah, as you can see, the sort of color. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like when I've cranked up the digital vibrance quite a fair bit. So as you can see, this is pretty exaggerated. You can really see the difference. You know, all the colors are definitely popping, you know, they're standing out, and it just looks so much better. Normally, I do not run it this high. I normally run it about halfway between, you know what I mean, what it is now and what it used like normally is like. But yeah, I just really want to show you the difference when you turn it right up. Anyways, guys, this is pretty much what I would play and record in. As you can see, it's kind of in between the normal and exaggerated one that I showed you. But yeah, it just looks so much better. So just play around with it and see what looks best and works well for you. Alright, that's it for the PvP settings. Now I'll move on to the FPS settings of how you can pretty much get the most FPS possible. So looking at the first part of the Rust settings, the first 5 are pretty much optional and it's up to you. But this is how I have mine, as I think these are the best. So for the field of view, you want this up max, as you can see your vicinity and your surrounding more. Head boff, turn that off. That just, it makes your head, you know, go up and down when you're sprinting. Crosshair, I would leave that one on, but if you got the crosshair application, turn it off. Hit cross, make sure you turn that on, so when you shoot someone you can see if you hit them. The hurt flash, turn it off. It's just going to be annoying. And then pretty much the rest of it, it's pretty much just up to you how you want it. Make sure with nudity it's on underwear. Anything else you'll lag more. And then yeah, it's all optional. But with max skibs as well, my suggestion is turn it down to 0. As if you turn it up to the max, you know, if someone breaks something, it's just, you're just gonna lag. User interface, completely optional. I'll let you guys copy. It's up to you. Just pause the video. But yeah, with user interface, it's pretty much up to you. Just pause the video and just copy. But yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys. My audio settings, controls. And with screen, I just put it to my resolution. It's up to you, whatever you guys can handle, turn it down. You know, if your PC's lagging, I like to keep that on full screen. That works best for me. VSync is off. FPS limit, I probably would choose it to what is best for you. Some people say that if you put it on 0, you know, it's uncapped, or 240's uncapped, whatever. Just give that a go, it's up to you. And yeah, just keep it exactly the same how I have. So moving on to the lowest end of the PC, if you got an absolute dog shitter, I'm not going to explain to you why it is, but look, just pause the video and copy. You know, everything is pretty much on the lowest that it can be. Play around with this global render distance. You might have to turn it down if your PC can't handle it. Maybe if you can handle it as well, put the draw distance up a little bit. But yeah, it's up to you, you know, play around with it. But for me, just turn it all down to 0. Same with image effects and experimental, all down to 0. And yeah, keep that GC buffer just where it is. Now for the medium settings, guys, this is kind of, will make your game sort of look half alright, you know. It will drop the FPS a little bit, but it'll make it look definitely a lot better. So I put the graphics settings on medium, of course, shader level up a little bit, turn the draw distance up, and yeah, just copy, like I said before, just copy exactly what I've done down here as well. Just turn it up a little bit. And then image effects, I would turn it all off, but anti-aliasing and sharpen is optional. I do like it off. Some people play with it on, but you know, give that a go how you want. And experimental, I just turn the GC buffer up just a little bit, but experiment with that as well. All right, guys, so moving on now to the highest settings. As you can see, the graphics quality is on high. I've turned the shadow quality up, water quality, your draw distance is up to the max, shader levels up a little bit, global render distance, turn this up max. And yeah, just pause it, like I said, and copy. And then the mesh quality, as you can see, it's all turned up a little bit. Image effects, sharpen's optional, anti-aliasing's optional, and with experimental, exact same, just the GC buffer is turned up, just a bit over 2000. Keep in mind as well, guys, I got a 3080 and a Ryzen 9 5900X with 32GB of RAM. I'm getting about 90 FPS to 120. So if you got better than me, yeah, just have a play around, you know, turn it all up and see what's best for you. But for me, personally, this is what works super well. Stretch resolution is good because it pretty much gives you a lot more FPS and it zooms in your games as well. So that could kind of help with PvP as well. It's more sort of a personal preference thing. So just hit escape, then go to options and go to screen, and then just pretty much select the resolution you want. I'll put up on screen the most popular stretch resolutions that people use. Anyways, after that, select it, the one you want, and then just hit apply changes. I cannot show you this as well, as it will fuck up the OBS recording and you won't be able to see. But yeah, anyways, hit apply changes. After that, guys, just come back to your desktop, right click it, hit the Nvidia control panel, and then you want to just come down here to change resolution, and then you want to just select the one that you chose in game, just match it up, and then if it's not there, just read this one here, and then pretty much just click on customize, and then yeah, just type in the resolution that you want. You just want to sync up your monitor's resolution to your in-game resolution as well, guys. For the Nvidia control panel settings, just right click on your desktop, click that one there, the control panel. Next, you just want to drag this one here to the left just for performance. You want to come down to manage 3D settings, and yeah, just pretty much copy exactly what I've got here. The main ones that you really want is this power management mode. Put that to prefer maximum performance. Might be on normal, just hit that one. Same with this quality one, put that on high performance. Come over to here, program settings, and then you just want to add Rust. So you could pretty much, you just want to find it, Rust client.exe, select that, and then yeah, you want to click this one here, use global settings, and just copy exact same. But the main ones you want is here, rendering GPU. Just select the one you've got, you know, your power management mode, same as before, maximum performance. I turn this one on, that's optional. And again, high performance right here. And that's pretty much it. So just copy mine. We're going to just check if it's installed on an SSD. You pretty much just an SSD just makes the game load faster. So just right click on Steam, hit store, go to library, right click on Rust, hit properties. Just click on installed files, and as you can see, mine's installed on an SSD. So if you don't have an SSD, I would highly suggest to get one. So for the background apps, just search up background apps. And yeah, so these ones will chew up a lot of RAM and yeah, your CPU in the background. And they pretty much don't really do a lot, especially when you're gaming. So just turn all of them off. So the only one, once you turn them all off, the only one I would advise keeping on is the Windows security. So obviously you want to protect your PC, so just keep that one on. But yeah, for personal preference, I like to keep like the mail and calendar on, things like the weather and, you know, settings, things like that. So it's really up to you. Just turn off what you think is best for you. So for the next one, just type in captures. Go into the capture settings. You just want to turn this one off. It's just some background recording software. You won't use it, so just turn it off. Same with the game bar, just turn it off. Just some background app for a game bar. You won't really need it. And then for game mode as well, just turn this one on. So this one just optimizes your PC for play. So for the power settings, just type in power settings in the search bar. And then next, you pretty much just want to turn this one into best performance. Come also over to here, additional power settings. And then you just either want to put it on high performance, or if you got an AMD, just put it on this AMD Ryzen high performance. So this one just pretty much uses more electricity, but you'll get more gains, you know, you have more performance in your computer. Just type in graphic settings. And then after that, just turn this one on. You will need to restart your PC, so it just reduces latency and improves performance. And this for the next one, the graphics performance preference, you just want to select desktop app, hit browse. And then yeah, you just want to choose the drive that your Rust is on. And then just hit Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, go into Rust, and then just choose the largest file here as well. Add that on, hit Options, High Performance, and then next just add the client as well. Just to be safe, add them both. And then you hit Options, High Performance as well. So for some more sort of background apps, just type in Location, Privacy Settings. And yeah, just turn this one off. This is just exact same as before. It's just running in the background. You don't really need it. You can keep on the weather if you want, but that's up to you. So you just want to go Alt-Control-Delete and hit on Startup. So these are just background programs taking up RAM and CPU, and you will not need these running. So just you want to disable. So you could just click down here, Disable. And then yeah, disable things like CC Cleaner, Hamachi, you know. It's Microsoft Edge, OneDrive, things that you don't really use at all, just disable them all. Just for some extra performance, if you're using Discord, just go into your Discord, hit it on user settings, and just come down to here, game overlay, and yeah, it's normally on, just turn it off. But this is optional, but I would suggest turning it off for the extra performance. So for the Steam overlay and some extra settings in there, just right click on your Steam, hit settings. But yeah, you just want to go down, you can go into like notification settings, for example, and then you can also just like turn it off, things like that, you know, go through all of these. And you know, stuff like when it pops up in the game, you know, it comes up, kind of stutters you a bit. Just look through all of these sort of settings, turn it off. So the main ones I like is going into library. So as you can see here, we got low performance mode, turn this on, you know, turn all of these on. Low bandwidth mode, that if you need it, these will definitely help your in-game. Another one as well, come down to in-game. See this, enable the Steam overlay, just turn this one off, things like that. So these launch options as well, guys, will give you that extra little boost of FPS. I'll also leave this in description as always. So what you want to do, right click on your Steam again, just hit the store, go to library, right click Rust, properties, and then right here, launch options. So like I said, this will be in the description. You pretty much just want to go through and fill it out how's yours is. So the rate is your hertz of your monitor. I've got 240, I'll put that in here. Your max memory, that's your gigabyte of RAM. So just select the one that you've got here. I've got 32, I'll put that in there. So next, just go to the task manager, you know, Alt-Control-Delete. You just want to go to performance and yeah, just see what PC you got, you know. So go to CPU, and as you can see, I've got 12 cores. I just put that here, core count is 12. And then the exThreads as well. I've here the logical processors, that's what it means. I've got 24, just put that one in there. And then pretty much once you fill that out, just copy and paste. And just, yeah, it won't be there originally, but yeah, you just copy and paste and just chuck it in there and it should be all good. So for the next one, it's just going to be disabling your second screen if you got it. So just type in display. And then you just want to click show only one. I would only ever do this if you're absolutely scraping for FPS, you know, having that secondary monitor, it's not really going to help you play the game. So just disable it. And finally, guys, the last one I would do is actually reformatting your PC. To do this, hit start, then type in reset this PC. And yeah, that one right there. But I would pretty much only ever do this if you haven't done it for maybe like 5 years plus, and also you're pretty much not getting a new PC anytime soon. But like I said, this is pretty serious. You need a Windows key, you need to install drivers, etc. But yeah, only do this as a last resort. Alrighty guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and don't forget to subscribe as well if you found it useful in any way, as this helps the channel grow. And put down in the comments too if you have any other PvP or FPS suggestions that maybe I've missed and you think is super useful. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, take care.